Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whatever time of the day that you are listening to this broadcast. This is the glorious B.I.G. Big Preacher coming to you with another segment from Gospel Rap Nation. This is Global Talk Radio, and you are listening to this worldwide live broadcast. All right, we're going to get right into it, y'all. I mean, starting in America. We had another African American killed. I'm here in the Philippines, and I'm sitting here enjoying the luxury of the Philippine culture, but at the same time grieving, because we need to stop as people thinking that even globally and worldwide that we're not affected by this. We are affected by every type of killing that happens on every part of the globe, spiritually. Every soul that leaves this planet leaves grief when they're murdered in such a way where it's just unconscionable to think about. In some of the murders here in the Philippines, we had the chief of police down in Marawi killed in the city down there in Mindanao. And Mindanao is an island, another island in the south part of the Philippines, and the chief of police was beheaded by ISIS. And now how do you take place with that? We're not talking about a lower ranking officer. We're talking about the chief of police. Where is the security? Yes. See, and the president is trying to, implement martial law effectively, and he's being fought by Congress. Okay. We see Caucasians there in their Congress in the Philippines. They need to remove all of this, because this is the problem. The Philippine government needs to do what's best, and the president is there to do what's best to protect the people. And this is what he must do: nationalize, build up his military, and protect the interests of the Philippine people. You don't want this ISIS to get out of hand. They have managed to take over countries. The Philippines ain't no exempt. They took over Libya. They took over Yemen. They took over now Syria. They're trying to advance into Israel. See, Israel's threatened to use nukes. See, the superpowers and the powers of white supremacy and the enemies want to dictate which countries is right to have nukes. As long as we have the nukes, we're legal to have the nukes. Nobody else can. Well, that is systematically unintelligent. You can't keep bullying other nations. And nations fight because one side is bullying the other, and that's what it means. Black people in America are being bullied. We're being bullied every day. Bullied in our education. Bullied in the justice system. Bullied when we get pulled over by the police. This is in the state of Minnesota. U.S. officer acquitted. In the state of Minnesota, this was a jury. I like to look at that jury. They manage to always sometimes have an all-white jury. Never a jury of your peers in America. But a jury in Minnesota on Friday acquitted the police officer. Fatally shot 32-year-old African-American Philando Castile, whose dying moments were captured on Facebook by his girlfriend. Now, that's just what a memory that you have, and what a tragic, traumatizing. That's going to be traumatized for the rest of that girl's life and her family. This is the reign of terror and tyranny that goes on, not only in America but throughout the world. Okay, but yet America wants to lead the world in justice and democracy. Give me a break. The world is not listening no more. The world is not caring anymore about America's money. America is spiraling downward into shame. I'm ashamed of the so-called justice system in America. I'm ashamed to be called. I can't even consider myself an American when black people, such as myself, are getting treated this way. And they've been treating us this way for a long time. And now it's 2017. And now we're able to obtain some of the resources out of America to get passports. See, they don't let black people to have passports. It's a trap. But Geronimo Yenes, he's 29. That sounds Spanish. Was found not guilty on 3 charges. See, they want to take the pressure off a white cop killing us and put it over to a Latino. This seems like it's a Spanish name, but I don't know. According to history, we considered the Spaniards Europeans anyway. but he was found not guilty on second-degree manslaughter and 2 felony counts of intentional discharge of a dangerous weapon for endangering the safety of Castille's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, and her 4-year-old daughter. How many times can we be killed in front of our children? Our children got to go through this gruesomeness of the hate of white supremacy. Both were in the car when the officer shot at Castile during a traffic stop. This doesn't even make any sense. But there is a protocol to kill black people, and then they want to sit here and threaten race war. We're trying to end the race war that started in 1492 AD on the shores of America. Black people have been under siege. They kidnapped us, which was an act of war, and then discharged us in chains and made us work for free labor, which is another act of war. And then they have sold our children, sold our mothers, sold our fathers, which is another act of war for profit. And now generations later, oh, I didn't do it. I wasn't there. But yet their whole entire utopia society is built around them, and they're so nosy, wanting to be around and listen to black people. I tell you what, America's up under a divine clock of severe chastisement, and the clock is ticking down. How much more injustice and disenfranchisement and mistreatment can you do, devil? Well, it's coming down to it, where God is going to slay you into the brimstone, and you're going to go kicking and screaming. And the word of God says that the righteous, and that is the ones that are oppressed, because God always sides on the side of the oppressed, not the oppressor. And that gives me leeway to go into this doctrine of Christianity that has been enslaved our people. When we mention a Jesus, it becomes a scientific genetic curse upon us, because you've been thought and taught to think about the Messiah and this Jesus, that you are obtaining the resources from a Caucasian financial world. So therefore you pray to a Jesus, and then your allotment is coming from a world of systematic resources that is controlled by Caucasians. This is their religion. This was their concoction to enslave you. White supremacy is both a business and a religion. And you didn't think that they didn't use religion to further their purpose of colonizing the planet? And now they dumb down their own people, and their own people don't even know history, but they sit there and argue in innocence because they was not there. Well, I'm here to let you know that if you have any type of righteousness and fear of God, because you keep preaching about humanity, and this is what insults our intelligence, that you preach about humanity, but yet at the same time you kill us, disenfranchise us on the jobs, make us work for cheap labor still to this day, and conducively operate secretly economic apartheid in America and around the world. And you are bringing this type of mindset to other governments, financing terrorism so that you can destabilize countries and put puppets in place to do your bidding, to do your works of iniquity. Well, the word of God says that the workers of iniquity will be cut off. That's right. Workers of iniquity will be cut off. But here we go. Another acquitted officer. So how much injustice are you going to keep displaying to the world? Now the world is not trying to hear you, America. The world is not trying to accept your democracy, America. You have made yourself look so bad in the United Nations Forum. They're not falling for your lies anymore, America. And I'm here to let black people know in America that you keep praying and wanting God to do it, but it comes with the responsibility on your part. And here's your warning. Depart. Leave Babylon. Leave while you have a chance. The devil's American justice system keeps showing the world that they're an arrogant jurisprudence, killing machine, killing black people, and having no redress of justice. There will be no refuge in your Jesus the Christ for this. Tyranny is on the agenda that God God is going to deal with. And tyranny upon God's people has enraged the Most High. Countdown to seeing the divine curse that will be plagued upon America. God always responds to the cry of the oppressed, and he is always on the side of the oppressed, and he deals classically, historically, of the oppressor. In the one way that he deals with the oppressor, he wipes them out. And the world sees you, America. The world wants nothing to do with you, America. Nothing to do with your money nor your racist lying propaganda. Black people needs to take heed to the words of the Most High. Flee Babylon. Flee Babylon. The divine chastisement is coming upon America. Leave black people. Separate yourself from the belly of the beast and every cage of every Caucasian hateful bird. America has fallen. Your divine warning is here. If you do not understand the see that it's going to take an individual effort on your part, Caucasians, if you have the fear of God and wanting serious about your salvation, you will take upon yourself the works to undo the paradigm and restore the black people and restore the black man and woman and child that you have raped, murdered, sold for profit for so long. You will not find no salvation in a Jesus Christ with a history of the bloods of your sins of your father. I will show you scriptures after scriptures where God punishes the children of the father's sins, because the children's sins fall all the way down generationally without no atonement. You think God will make it very easy for you? He's not going to make it easy for you, because you didn't make it easy for his people. You organized your tyranny. For 486 years, your tyranny was organized. Apartheid was legalized. The slave trade was legalized. Colonization was legalized. Legality is not a matter of justice. It's just a matter of power. It is not justice. You're showing that you are the rulers and you have the power, and you're using the power for darkness. And now God is not going to allow your salvation in no Jesus the Christ. You're going to have to deal with the lies of that. You're going to have to deal with the lies that you have passed down onto our grandparents and our parents and ancestors. So this is a sensitive subject, but it needs to be preached raw and uncut truth. This is not hate teaching. This is a matter of getting down to the facts of what was done historically, and why the Bible says prophetically that he will come with a sword dripping with blood. Yeah, I would be pissed too if you took my image and altered it. And not only altered it, but you altered it for the rims of a homosexual named Caesar Borges. Just go Google Caesar Borges and look, watch what pictures come up. Watch the pictures come up. Big Preacher ain't gonna lie to you peoples of the hip-hop world and the body of Christ in the Muslim world. We are up under siege, and the righteous is up under siege. Yes, the Muslims pray. Yes, the Christians pray. But we must pray and also take action. We must organize our thoughts and our prayers together. And we must stand together as the righteous people of God, who fears God and knows what he's capable of doing. And he is going to move upon the belly of the beast of America. You will face a divine chastisement, for this country has been the most wickedest country in the face of history in the youngest years of America. And you sit there and use your propaganda assault, trying to make other countries bow to the will of you and judge other countries. Who are you? America is in no moral position to judge any country. America is in no moral standing. It is facing divine chastisement for the racist propaganda lies and assault upon black people in America and Africa, Caribbean, South America, and the Asian Pacific world. It is getting ready to face a divine chastisement, and I'm here to let black people know that you better leave You better get ready to leave and separate yourself. And if you don't take heed to the words that I'm saying, then it will be too late for you, black people. You will suffer the fate of Pharaoh and his army. You will be buried into pounds of water. You will be buried into pounds of chastisement and rain, and all of the natural elements is being leashed upon America. Plagues is going to be ready to be released. The beast is getting ready to be unleashed. And there will be no refuge because you didn't take heed to the divine warning. Long as you take heed to the warning, God is merciful, for you are walking in obedience. He told Saul a specific order. And what did he do? He did what he wanted to do. God is saying, separate yourself and leave. But what are you going to do? You're going to do what you want to do. If God says to follow me, if the Messiah says follow me into the battlefield, would you follow him? Or would you say, no, Messiah, I just want to stay right here where I think it's safe. But he says follow me into the battlefield. What would you do? You're going to think that you're going to continue to be safe in America? When God says separate and leave, he's saying go. No, I want to stay here. It's safe now. But the storms and the clouds of not only war is gathering, the storms and clouds of war is gathering, and it's going to gather hard around America, for his sins has traveled generationally into an arrogant, mindless generation of arrogant denial of all of the history that in the sins that he has done. And they want to bring all you black people down into the same fate for them. My question to black America is, do you want to suffer the same fate that America has suffered? Is getting ready to suffer a fate for generational sins upon your own ancestors, but you want to continue to be with them? Come on, God has blessed you to be more intelligent than that. Humble yourself and prepare for your exodus, for you will not be able to withstand this wrath that's coming upon America. Now, I want to go to the next one, to the next phase here on Global Talk Radio. And the next phase is the simple phase here. The originalpeople.org published this. Now, it's on Gospel Rap Nation Facebook, and it's a white female named Sharni Hunis, Hunis. Hunis, I don't know, but she's going to represent the African continent, white woman. She looks like a Julie or a Margie, okay, or a Margaret, huh? Ozzie and Harriet days. She looks like your typical American, but she's a typical European, and she's representing the African continent as Miss Junior Africa 2017 at the Magnificent Women International. Oh, you Africans, you see what you have done to the whole continent since they have shown up. And I like the way President Mugabe said. He said they came with their smiles and gifts and Bibles, gave us Bibles and took over the land. So he said, I gave the Bible back, the book back to them, and boot their asses out. Well, just look at all of Africa. Look how you can go to South Africa and it's like me going to America. Anytime you need to take some business or do any type of serious business, I'm not doing business with Africans. I got to go through white people. So what the hell is wrong? Why do you allow Caucasians to continue to manifest themselves at being over you? That is their mindset. They feel they're superior than you. This is their error. This is their misnomer towards God's people, is that they feel that they're superior because of their race. This is not hate teaching. This is the manifestation of their actions. They like to reverse it back towards you, saying that is hate teaching. But it's not hate teaching, my friends. This is exposure. And they have managed to kill all black leaders who have exposed the devil's mischiefs and his shenanigans and all his propaganda and his ways of operating his lies throughout our people to keep us disunified. And I'm letting you know right now that we're getting ready to move into another divine chastisement upon a nation that has done more iniquity of acts than any other acts. This is the big preach. We're getting ready to come with a gospel rap artist. We're going to talk more about this in a minute. Okay? More will be revealed later.
We're back. I'm about to spit some of that real lyrical eloquence on y'all right now. Let y'all know how we blaze these microphones out here on the West Coast. Peep gang pimpin'. I'm sweet like cinnamon when I'm spitting this lyrical venom, giving rappers a blues like denim when I'm killing them, filling them with these syllables, synonyms of adrenaline, spilling up my spiritual tongue, then numbing them like penicillin. Plus I'm trying to reach a last like Gilligan, got willing to spiritual healing, don't stop the drug dealing and killing, because I'm feeling like I'm ready to lose my mind. So many bullets be flying and riders be dying. Gotta make a difference. For instance, the inmates in prison make bad decisions for lack of wisdom, so I cut them open and make incisions, filling with spiritualism.
Tell them about the one that's arisen,
how they can be free in their spirits and have their sins forgiven
by the one that died on the cross.
Cause even while they were toward their drinking and smoking, they loved them even when they were lost. So listen to me and stop dissing the G, cause I got the remedy, dog, on how y'all can be free. Come on!
Lazy microphones, bringing nothing but that heat from the West Coast. Chase beats, bone lyrics like Vito Corleone. We be running things, so act like you all know. Your
yeah, I'm not Jehovah's Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Back in the day, the first was slang cane and the baking soda. But nowadays, I'm like preaching the word, like a drug dealer slanging holy rock on the curb. Eyes blurred off the Holy Ghost, contact smoke. Got you tripping off my rims, crushed ice in my rope. Plus, I'm gift with flows and wrist is frozen. I thought you all knew, dog. I'm God's chosen, highly favored, standing with the elite that stand apart, dog. Anointed to bring the word to the streets, hating and entertaining the famous set. You claiming the game and naming, unless a name I'm naming is Jesus on the throne and reigning, painting the picture for G's banging of how the Lord can save him, train him like a Baltimore Raven, engraving the name of Jesus across their heart, cause it's breaking. Plus Satan is hating, anticipating and hating, and once they trapped, there's no escape.
Lazy microphones, bringing nothing but that heat from the West Coast. Chase beats, bone lyrics like Vito Corleone. We be running things, so act like you all know. Boneyard can't be stopped now.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 12 years. It ain't easy, y'all, to make hit records that are off the easy, y'all. Especially when them busters sipping on that haterade, talking behind your back and try to stop you on a day-to-day. I don't make music for them player haters anyway. This is for them killers and thugs that's sipping on the Alizé. Runaways and essays locked down in prison. Why them? They the ones in need of a physician. And I know the perfect doctor, y'all, that can heal you when you answer to the altar call. He can fill all the emptiness and void in your heart. That's why I rhyme out of a need and not for love of the art. So listen, my only mission is soul fishing, so when the rapture happens, faces will be on the back of milk carts missing.
Lazy microphones, bringing nothing but that heat from the West Coast. Chase beats, bone lyrics like Vito Corleone. We be running things, so act like you all know. Boneyard can't be stopped now. Lazy microphones, bringing nothing but that heat from the West Coast. Chase beats, bone lyrics like Vito Corleone. We be running things, so act like you all know. Boneyard can't be stopped now.
Ha ha! And there you have it. Boney Bone, Jason Gante. We coming, we won't be stopped. Can't stop. Hey Bob, you did your fizzle. We out.
I was born to teach and reach souls in the street. Save the lost sheep from the west to the east. Shake dust from my feet if they don't accept me when I preach. Yeah, it's in a lyrical format. If you don't wanna hear it, you know where the door at. It ain't broken. See it close and it open. Listen to the words that are spoken. I'm hoping somebody gets saved and change their life. Like God said, if I speak His word, then I could reach the world from state to town. They heard of us now. We wanna put it down, so they gather around on corners in California just to hear my performance. But they don't pay us nothing, they just wanna hear us bustin'. I put my trust in Him, got more faith than ever. He gon' take me to heaven, He gon' make me a legend like Biggie and Pac. Yo, you can't get me to stop from giving them praise. No, you could beat us like slaves and lock us under the cage like the apostles. But I'ma till my mouth dry. From the end to the outside, north to the south side. I spread this word like a rumor until you got it in your head like a tumor. This is how you gotta live. Ain't nothing negative, it's all positive. And everything we do is done by the Lord's will. I was born to teach and reach souls in the street. Save the lost sheep from the west to the east. Shake dust from my feet if they don't accept me when I preach. Yeah, it's in a lyrical format. If you don't wanna hear it, you know where the door at. It ain't broken. See it close and it open. Listen to the words that are spoken. I'm hoping somebody gets saved and change their life. The Lord told me to spit it, clearly and vivid. The blind can see it, the deaf can hear it. Possessed by spirit, my enemies can't come near it. They stumble and fall and we stay humble and ball. And when we got a problem, it's the Lord that we call. He help us through all our trials, tribulations. Told me he died just for my salvation. Opened my eyes, showed me the time I was wasting. Sat me down and told me this is what to do. Go to every hood from Brooklyn to Inglewood and let them know the Lord is good. And you the sheep that was sent in the midst of wolves. So you gon' be persecuted for everything you doing. 3 times I got beat up, they put guns on me. People in the church tried to stone me and put me under the dirt, but I won't stop until I done it. I work hard to teach and reach souls in the street. Save the lost sheep from the west to the east. Shake dust from my feet if they don't accept me when I preach. Yeah, it's in a lyrical format. If you don't wanna hear it, you know where the door at. It ain't broken. See it close and it open. Listen to the words that are spoken. I'm hoping somebody gets saved and change their life. I was descended from the clouds to say it loud. He coming back soon, so everybody in the room get up out your seats. Put your hands to the sky, it's a robbery. And if you came to praise God, you can ride with me like spiritual. I preach in a lyrical format. You don't wanna hear it, yeah, you know where the door at. It ain't broken, come on. See it close and it open. Listen to the words that are spoken. I'm hoping somebody gets saved and change their life. Cause there's so many ways to do wrong, but not enough to do right. I'm on my knees, God show me the light. Because I live in the darkness, the people seem heartless. I don't think they care if they ever see you, Lord. They just live their life from day to night. Don't pray to Christ. In the end, they gon' pay the price. Cause every knee will bow. I was born to teach and reach souls in the street. Save the lost sheep from the west to the east. Shake dust from my feet if they don't accept me when I preach. Yeah, it's in a lyrical format. If you don't wanna hear it, you know where the door at. It ain't broken. See it close and it open. Listen to the words that are spoken. I'm hoping somebody gets saved and change their life. Change their life. Change their life.
No matter what we do, we gon' do it together. No matter what we go through it together. When the crowd need to move, we gon' move them together. I wish this life could last forever. No matter what we do, we gon' do it together. No matter what we go through, we gon' do it together. When the crowd need to move, we gon' move them together. I wish this night could last forever. If only this could last forever. Together, lots of storms we weathered. Collective thoughts of endless pleasures. Connected channels whenever we're together. Behind this microphone, I'm in the zone. Lights low and my light glow. Activate my DNA. Temperature just right, so frequency high. So I open up the door for more. BLAK, lotus into air. Encore with higher power, no need to prove it. Pursuing the future movement. What we gotta do, we do it. I feel like I'm superhuman. I'm in the fifth density. Now I know I'm super tuned in. I'm in the what's meant to be. And all of this is thanks to you. And if only this could last forever. Together, lots of storms we weathered. Collective thoughts of endless pleasures. Connect through channels whenever. Me and you together. 10 probabilities away. Been constantly on play. In every endless tank. It's pitch perfect. You and I together till the goals curves. When our thoughts collide, it's so worth it. 2 probabilities on serve. No matter what we do, we gon' do it together. No matter what we go through, we gon' do it together. When the crowd need to move, we gon' move them together. I wish this life could last forever.
When you're watching me, I can feel you on your way. I can feel you into this frequency is where you stay. Now I'm in another place, too late to look the other way. I'm just a reflection in somebody's probability.
All alone in the zone, me and my clone, re in the moan, channeling over this microphone, seriously down. damaging. Managing the guy and talent, rise up to the challenge. My Pegasus past is valid, leap to another state of consciousness. And collide with infinite quantumness. This higher power, no need to prove it. Pursuing the future movement, what we gotta do, we do it. I feel like I'm superhuman, I'm in the fifth density. Now I know I'm super tuned in, I'm in the what's meant to be. And all of this is thanks to you and if only this could last forever. Together, lots of storms we weathered. Collective thoughts of endless pleasures. Connected channels whenever me and you together. 10 probabilities away, then constantly on play. In every endless take, it's pitch perfect. You and I together till they close curtains. When our thoughts collide, it's so worth it. 2 probabilities on certain. No matter what we do, we gon' do it together. No matter what we go through, we gon' do it together. When the crowd need to move, we gon' move them together. I wish this life could last forever.
You're watching me, I can feel you on your way. I'm just a reflection in somebody's probability.
Oh yeah, welcome back again. If you're still listening, this is the Big Preacher coming to you with Global Talk Radio. That was Black Lotus out of G-Rap, Michigan. Peace to you, Black Lotus. We're together, black people. That's what we gotta do. Whatever we gonna do, stay true and let's do it together. And the artist before that was Humble and Righteous with Dust Off. If you don't want to hear the truth, you just gotta dust people off, man, and keep it stepping. And then the artist before that was Brother Bone, Brother Dizzy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Y'all didn't know he went gospel, and I think he's a more filthy as a gospel artist than ever be. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the hardest flows I've ever heard him flow when he's going gospel. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it pushing, y'all, because we were talking about the divine chastisement. Yeah, we were talking about the divine chastisement that's coming upon America. But you know what? This is a global thing. Okay, there's wickedness all around in the world. And people need to realize that they better be aware of their spirit and mind. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the studio with me is Brother Samir Hakeem in the house. Peace to you, brother. What's going on?
Peace, brother. I'm all right. That's all praise due to Allah.
And, you know, he's joining me on the broadcast because there's a lot of point of views that the Big Preacher needs help on. So, brother, tell me what's on your mind and heart. What's going on, man, with everything on the last segment and what's happening within your heart and mind about the perspective of what's going on and this awareness with injustice, especially going on in America.
Well, I'm like this, you know. I had thoughts that came to me this morning about this whole situation. Okay. What I've heard from you say in the last segment was totally truth, right and wrong. Okay. Now the people, I have to say this. You know, we need to listen to everything that's being said out here. Because, you know, we are being misguided and misled into another direction, okay? And we want the truth. Those of us that are looking for the truth want the truth come to us, you know? And a lot of us have to go out and get it, okay?
Well, you know, I posted on Facebook many times that the truth is either your best friend
or your enemy.
Or your worst enemy. There's no in-betweens, man. There's no demilitarized zone when it comes with the truth. The truth is absolute. Now, a lot of people have their own perspectives and versions of the truth. But one thing that we can know about the truth is that the truth will always bear witness with itself. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. You know, and we walk around with, you know, blinders on and listen to this watered down milk toast religion that people are subject and slaves to the people that are out there in charge, the devil, you know, and his imps. And he want to keep us blinded with foolishness.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Sport and play, cars, a whole lot of mess.
You know, there's a whole lot of sport distraction going on. You know what I'm saying? Even the ministers, pastors, they want to get all in and posting games and titles, and I want to go, you know, the score of the champions, you know, the Golden State Warriors just won the championship. But, you know, it's a blessing that to see, you know, Kevin Durant. You know, I didn't know this, but the Golden State Warriors was going into one of the biggest prisons in California.
Is that so?
Yeah, every year. Now, this was Kevin Durant's first time because he was just traded. The Golden State Warriors was going like almost every year. And now Kevin Durant's on the team. And they've been going to, now they were happy to meet Kevin Durant. And they had a prison team, okay? They had a real good prison team of ballers. And that played the Warriors. And the Warriors played pretty hard. They underestimated the brothers up in there, okay? They don't know that most convicts that's in prison, you know, that was really going towards professional basketball before they got popped in whatever they was doing. And they developed, and plus there's a hunger and a thirst to prove and respect inside prison. And they just wanted to have the respect that if you come inside our world, be prepared to play.
Well, one thing about that, the prison thing, you know, it has a tendency of keeping people stay. You know, you can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. You can't, you know, you're in there and you either read or you lifting weights and you can't be distracted. Too many of us are getting distracted, you know, and we get, and more so in America than maybe in some other countries. Okay, and I just wanted to say this, and I said this humbly. Brother Minister Farrakhan, he's a good brother. He has meant a lot to us all over the world.
I would agree with that, and we love him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he has actually put his neck and his life on the line. It's sad that we got a lot of our people, and I must say it, man. You know, I listen to the comments when the minister makes a comment out there on Facebook. Because we, you know, Gospel Rap Nation gets the direct comments from the minister, and I want to thank you, dear minister, for your comments and the things that you are doing on Facebook and Twitter. You know, because we are getting all of them, and I read all of them, and I see all of his videos, and I look at the nasty comments of trolls that just disrespects this wisdom. You know what I'm saying? If no more, respect the wisdom of the man. You know what I'm saying? You don't respect the man of God. You don't respect God. You know, I think that a lot of our people just want to always find something to just fault each other with. You know, and me as a spiritual man, we must pray for one another and uplift one another's faults. Stop complaining about someone's faults. If you have a fear of God and you have the love of God, you go into your closet and you pray for the man or for the woman. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, that's true. Now, you know, when I was back, I'm from Philly, okay? Supposed to be city of brotherly love. You know, I've lived in the States, you know, born and raised in Philadelphia. You know, and I've gone out and soldiered with several brothers, and I've 25 in Philly. I've been out, I've had study groups, I've been to the mosque in Vegas. I've studied with Brother J.D. Muhammad in Hawaii. Brother J.D., I want to say, you know, shout out to him.
Peace to you, Brother J.D. from the Big Preach.
Yeah, we over here in the P.I. But anyway, I want to say, you know, I agree with everything the minister has said. All praises due to him and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Master Farad Muhammad, okay, for the message and what they've done to show us as a people how to live right, how to eat right, how to do everything that's right, that's supposed to be that God, Allah, will be pleased with. But, you know, I've had some thoughts, and it came to me today. My friend, he's been wanting, well, we talked about it. He's been, the message of going to Chicago. He got this message about going to Chicago. Okay. Yes, our people in America need to hear this truth. Okay. And we need a lot of it. We need to be told about everything that we're doing and how we can do better and do for self. All right. But, you know, him and I, we're over here in Asia Pacific, in the Philippines. You know, I just about had enough with America. You know, not that I don't enjoy trying to get the message out, but a lot of our people are just not listening. Okay, we deal with the minister has been on the scene for quite some years. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has been on the scene for quite some years. Okay, Master Farad Muhammad came here in 1932. Okay, and you know, we've had leaders from Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers. We can go back to, if you want, 2,000 years ago when Yahshua was on the scene, okay? And he taught us how to Bible, how to live, you know? And a lot of us don't listen to people that's giving these prophets or prophecies about how we should be in our lives. So I made a conscious decision myself to come to the Philippines. I've been here before, and I want to go to some other places. But, you know, we're not over here just for pleasure. Okay, we're over here to do something, to reach some people over here that may never have been told the truth or listened to the truth. That's why we're over here. I have a friend in Philly named Brother Saladin. Greetings out to you, brother. Assalamu alaikum to you. And his brother Shaheed Muhammad. We're out here because we're trying to save some souls. You know, lost founds all over the world. Okay, and you know, for our people to just listen and are in America and just be up under the minister's coattail. That's not what he wants us to be. You know, you listen to the message and you go out and deliver it and make some changes. You have to go in faith, not in fear. Oh, I'm afraid to go overseas. I'm afraid of the water. I'm afraid of the airplanes. Look, our whole message is to reach out, not just gather in the little mosques and the churches. Go out to the neighborhoods, go out to other neighborhoods, go to the churches, go everywhere. Get out of.
Well, for the most part, that's what's being done. It's just that we have to expand to the next level. We have to go global.
Yeah.
Okay. The message has to go global. You know what I'm saying? You know, peace to brother Leon Muhammad. You know, he's in London. He's in England. I mean, we have to go global with the message because the world, we have no nation.
No, we don't.
Okay? Black people in America don't have a nation to hear the cry of the slave. Like, you know, I'm sitting here on Facebook and, you know, this one white guy trolling down the timeline, Mr. Gordon Cooper, you know, and he's calling me all names, but, you know, you use the word nigger like it isn't nothing. You use the word nigger so much. White folks just use the word nigger like it ain't nothing. They use it, like Ice Cube said, as a stabbing, as a knife.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, he's sitting there calling me shitbird and all of this. I'm giving him facts about history, facts about the truth about what was done in history. That white people rewrote history. Okay, as they were colonizing, they rewrote history. You know,
these white people, you know, there's something else. They're about arrogant as I don't know what. Now, we can sit here and call them names and say things about them. You know, we're not going to stoop down to their level, okay? They know what they did on this earth and this planet, okay? If they don't know, wake up. You better find out. Because, see, things are changing now, okay? And Brother Minister, I have to say this. We're out here because we want to share the message that you have delivered, that has been passed down, that we want to share to the people. There's a lot of people out in this part of the world and other parts of the world and don't even know who you are, okay? And we need like to have some brothers and sisters that have a mosque or study group out in places like Fiji, Solomon Islands, where our people are at, Papua New Guinea, you know, Cook Islands, Philippines, Cambodia. We need people out here because they need to know who you are, they need to know the message and hear the message. Now, we can't do it alone, okay? But we need to be out here and get the message to the people. They need to see, because the satellites don't always work on trying to get you, because I've tried myself and I have a problem with the satellites here. But, you know, the message needs to get up because everybody can hear. You know, there's nobody can come to Allah saying, God, I never knew. I never heard it. I don't know who the man is. Everybody, these are the last days, right? Everybody needs to hear the message and know it, okay? So they can't come on no excuse.
That's real. This is the last days. We're living in the last days spiritually of what we see a divine new order taking place on the planet Earth. And they can be as arrogant as they want. And they can talk as much downward, arrogant, spit denials, and clever misnomers about history all they want. But yet, what's getting ready to happen is a big major change in the world that's taking place. And there is the powers that be that want to oversight and oversee and police the world. Okay, we're seeing all of the naval vessels in America here in the Korean Peninsula, but yet no one is about to trigger no missiles or drop any bombs from the skies just yet. But yet America has constantly been dropping bombs after bombs. You know, Obama said that he was going to withdraw the troops in Iraq when he was running. Well, he withdrew the troops, and the troops came home, but the drones came in.
Yeah, but you know, the thing of it is, we know that the United States is the most corrupt country in the world. Okay, when it says in the scripture, "Come out from among them," they not only talk about the churches, but they talk about America.
That's what Jackie Chan said.
Yeah.
The Chinese actor Jackie Chan said, "America is the most corrupt nation ever in the world," is what he said. He said a very powerful statement there.
That's right. And we need to face this. And to all you out there that want to hang with Master and be with Master, you know what I'm saying, and love Master, we don't leave the plantation, Master. We want to stay with you. We want to finish eating the fried chicken and all the things that you give us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's time for us to go. Exodus can be out to Africa. I mean, we got our people over there wanting us to come home. We got Brother Mugabe over there telling us to come home. We got our people in Ghana telling us to come home. Look, there's places out here that accept us anywhere in the world, even in Fiji.
You know what? Speaking of President Robert Mugabe, I'm gonna post this on Facebook again. It was this guy, you know, this white guy Cooper, that came on the timeline. You know, just denial. Gordon Cooper. I said to him that, you know, they want all the white folks want world appeasement for the mistreatment of being kicked out of Africa. Robert Mugabe out of Zimbabwe kicked out all the white tobacco farmers and all the other farmers.
That's right.
Now, he didn't just do this, just to do it. He said that if you can find me any black farmer, African or even black American farmer in Europe, find me one.
Right.
If you can find me any black farmers in Europe, y'all can stay. After they asked the Great Britain and the UK government to conduct a census, which they didn't, but he did his own little census and survey, and come to find out the findings that there was not one that was a black farmer in Europe. Not one. People of the world, listen to what I'm saying about racist policies. You keep saying that we're talking about hate teaching, but we want you to see the real-time activization and manifestation of real-time activities of daily living, of regular business in the minds of the enemy. And he sits there and makes policy and contrary against the world of humanity. And there's not one black farmer in Europe. So President Mugabe kicked out all white farmers out of the country and said, you know what, I'm kicking you guys out because there's none, you can't even find me one black farmer in Europe. So why should I have you in my country farming and put tobacco in Europe, sending the money back to Europe anyway?
Now he's doing that, and he's telling us as a people in America, there's no sense in trying. Yeah, those that want to stay there, that want to make a home there, that's fine. Everybody can't travel. But Minister Farrakhan has said this before. I've heard of this before. He said to an audience, he said, you don't travel, you don't go anywhere. That's when he came back from his tour. Okay, over in the Middle East and all that other places. Okay, now us to try to make a home there, you know, that's all right. You know, that's what you want to do. You know, I believe God will leave some areas that will be safe for us to live. But the rest of us, if we can do it, we need to go abroad. We need to share a message of what we're doing and how we can help our people. We got the knowledge, we got the know-how, we have the wisdom. As long as you got that and the faith, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And the sad part about this whole thing is, look at the arrogant mindset. I mean, I just want you guys to see. If we're talking hate, is this hate teaching? President Donald Trump reversed the decision of bringing the agreement with Cuba. Right here. And the president announced on Friday that he was canceling his predecessor's move to sanctions on Cuba. But in practice, there will be a few immediate changes. Now, the policy review on this is Trump has ordered the Treasury and Commerce departments to begin a policy review within 30 days to design new regulations. But that process could take several months. Changing another president's decision, okay, it's like seeing that you would just want to erase the fact that any black man ever was president of the United States. Or did anything. And you know, I think Obama kind of brought all that on himself. A whole lot of it. But it's just the fact that we're examining the mindset of white supremacy. Now, Obama, he waltzed and he waltzed and danced and courted black people so good to get the votes, and he got us 97% a historical black America event. And not only that, the whole world. But look what you did, Obama. Look what you did. They waited because, listen, we're talking about a president taking out another head of state president. No American president would have never, and I'll put this out there, in the United Nations, there would have been some serious consequences for a white American president taking out an African president.
That's right. That's right.
The world would have been an outcry.
That's right.
And Ye waited strategically, because white supremacy ain't playing checkers, they playing chess. And they used Obama and his administration to take out Colonel Gaddafi.
Right.
And that was our cry for a nation to back our cry. But see, now we don't have no nation to back our cry. See, we don't have no nation to go to the United Nations to back our cry by killing unarmed black people. There's an article right here on Yahoo of one of the famous actresses. She's outraged at the complete killing of this guy that was killed, that we were talking earlier in the broadcast. And man, this is serious, man. It's like a serious outcry that she's talking about. And I'm getting ready to pull it up here in a minute. But what did you want to say about that?
You know, I'm getting tired of hearing about these police running around shooting up people, hanging out people, and everything. You know, we're not wanted. I have to look at things in a way that is simple for people to understand. If you were a woman, or if you were a man, and you lived in a house that was abused, that was treating you bad, didn't want you around, kicking you around, won't feed you, now, would you stay? Would you stay? But now we talk about those that are under a certain syndrome of being dominated by somebody that keeps you in fear. Okay, but if those that don't have the fear, let's make some moves. Okay, now it's fine, like I said, build up America, but right now America's falling. Okay, and Obama is going to save us. Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of things that really we don't approve of. I know I did. Okay, and taking out Gaddafi, that was a no-no. Okay, now we can say all we want about Obama he didn't know. Obama's a lawyer, and he was in office for what, 8 years, right? Now you come on now. He knows something. He knew what he was doing.
I mean, you get all educated, not only educated, but he was a constitutional law teacher. He taught constitutional law.
That's right.
But the actress that's outraged was Rosario Dawson. She's an actress that played in Men in Black, y'all. She played in Men in Black with Will Smith. Yeah, and she's among, and Megan Mullally are among outraged stars that's venting their frustrations on social media after the police officer had killed Philando Castile, as I said earlier on the broadcast. And he was 32 years old, killed. And the sickening incident was streamed, like I said earlier, on Facebook by her girlfriend. She posted it on Facebook. The whole world saw it. And, it's sad. He's one that told the officer that he had a firearms. Okay, he let the law enforcement know that I have a legal firearm. Now, you still get shot when you say you have a legal firearm? You tell them that you have a firearm and you have legal paperwork in compliance of the law, still get shot. You got your arms hand up, and a lot of the cases is that our hands is up in the air, unarmed, shot. Okay, so this is what the president of the Philippines was saying, man. Castle told the officer that he had a gun on him, which was not visible, and Yanis shot the driver 5 times, man, in front of the baby, okay? And his 4-year-old daughter watched from the back seat. And activists were hoping the cop would be severely punished for his action, but the jury let him walk free.
Well, you know, this is what I'm saying. You know, there's too much of this stuff going on in America. And when we talk about the world, what part of the world we talking about? We need to let the whole world know. You know, there needs to be an outcry from the whole world. There's inhumanities going on in America. And I'll tell you, I'm tired of America. I'm sick of America and their BS and them crackers always giving us a hard time for speaking up our rights and truth about what we need to do, where we need to go, and all that. They need to go back to the caves. It's a cave for them.
Well, you know what, man? This is the deepness of it all, okay? What's going on is this. Richard Spencer, the white supremacist, says that he wants, if you look at it on YouTube, he was talking to Charles Barkley and the other brother, and he said that he enjoys white privilege. This is a white racist mind, and he wants to expand white privilege. Well, we all know, as the intelligent black community knows exactly what white privilege means. And when you say you want to expand white privilege, we also know what that means. Okay, so this is the cry. You're looking at all these pounds of injustice, and it's starting all the way back, starting before the 16th century here in America. Black folks, are you just loving to be sponges of disenfranchisement? Are you just loving to be sponges of mistreatment? Are you just loving to be sponges of all this antagonistic crap you go on your jobs? And all it takes for us is to be free and spend money with each other.
And be united. That's the most important thing that we need to be, is united. It's the black and the brown and the red and the yellow, and we can unite as a people. But what first starts with us. We have to unite ourselves.
It starts exactly with us. And I mean all our African brothers and sisters, all our African brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, all the Caribbeans, nations, and the South Pacific, where we at.
Right.
Okay, starting with the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, you know, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Micronesia, and of course Fiji. Okay, you know, I want to shoot some shots out to some brothers. I want to shoot a shout out to Ikramula L, peace to the L's, you know what I'm saying, peace to the L's, and Abdul Latif September. These are some new friends. Brother Jay Zakoli, Brother Junior Gong Ibrahim, you know what I'm saying, Brother King Exile Edwards out of Seattle, my man Brother Charles Tyler, you know what I'm saying, peace to you. You know what I'm saying, Brother Daryl Cooper, man, peace to you. Brother Dale Miles, I ain't forgetting about you. And of course my brother Minister Clifton 2X. There it is. Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, God. Peace and blessings to you. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep bringing all of the consciousness to all our people, man, because it's time. It's time. Brother Raka Muhammad out of Seattle. Brother Ralph. Brother Fly Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Brother Monty Minor Montez. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're bringing it to you. Morpheus Magnetic, we're bringing it to you. Peace to Brother Randy Booth, Pastor Booth, Bishop Booth. I hope your meeting goes well with the minister. You know what I'm saying? And if I forgot anybody, we're going to keep giving shots out to everybody. And this is a serious matter and a serious time. Okay? This is about serious injustice, about killing. Now, the president of the Philippines is doing what he calls legal kills. These are people that's threatening the security and the safety of citizens in the Philippines. Okay? Why would you want to go against that? Why would you want to be influenced for him not to protect the security measures of the country?
Well, this comes from a liberal point of view, okay? We have a lot of devils, a lot of people that do things. Now, I'm not just talking about just one devil. I'm talking about a lot of devils, different races, okay? We do things that is against the law. The law is the law. A lot of things we do today, it would have been back in the time when Islam was really running things as they were, we would have been killed for it, okay? Now, I feel that brother Duterte is doing what he has to do to keep his country safe, to keep his people alive, to keep it away from terrorists, keep away from drug dealers. Because we didn't see in our country what drugs do to people. Oh, that's around the world, you know what I'm saying? And that's to keep people dumb, that's to keep people addicted, that's to keep people influenced by the same thing. They can't do nothing for them. They become like helpless, okay? So what he's doing is trying to rid the planet. And you got these human rights activists, these civil rights activists. They're not the real civil rights activists. These civil rights activists and civil rights are a bunch of liberals that want to keep the world in a way where it's do what you want to do. Let your hair hang down. Smoke what you want to smoke. Do what you want. Nah, well, it's time for that to be over. Okay? People need to get back to being really conservative. You got people running around talking about, well, I'm conservative. Oh, what are you conserving? What are you conserving? Are you conserving the right thing in life? Or are you conserving just what keeps you comfortable? Okay? So we have to get rid of all the people that's keeping us uncomfortable. I believe in that. That's my opinion. Okay? And anybody that believes that, then speak up. The truth needs to be told. It's time for all that that's been in the dark to come to the light. Okay? Once you be in the light, you don't have no reason, as Brother Jabril said, to go back in the coffin. Close the coffin. Pour dirt back on us. Act like you didn't know. We can't be going around being primitive about what's going on.
Well, this awakening that we're getting frustrated on looking at Black America, what it stems from is an economic perspective.
That's true. Not having the education.
The economic perspective is black people are making money and some black people are not making enough money. Black people that are making the money makes concessions, makes peace offerings. They feel they're comfortable. So they have a position that they need to be sensitive of when we're just talking the reality, raw and uncut truth. The truth still is smothered because of economic conditions and resources that's being ministered to black people and the ones that's not being ministered to. So the frustration comes from a financial standpoint, and when those finances of black people are comfortable and they got it coming on and everything, they have more of a relaxed position, but still you're not free. You're in the position of comfort of finances to be ghetto rich, but you're not free.
But your mind has not been filled with knowledge. Okay, those that are in power, I speak about our people that have the power. You know what I'm saying? They can do something about some of the ills that's going on in our country, in our communities. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have knowledge and wisdom and love for your people and the people of your color throughout the world, then you are going to be no different than the person that's in charge. Well, I don't like to say in charge, but the people that's running the world, and what they're doing, they're keeping us in captivity.
And that's the problem, because it's our people selling each other out. The minister talks about that all the time. He said, and you got the government officials, the leaders in Africa selling each other out. You got Africans banging on each other because we're black. It's got the black on black. It's sad. And the Filipinos is doing the same thing, hating on each other, banging on each other, and not trying to come to a reality that's best for unity for our people. I praise the people of the Philippines. I posted it on Facebook of their Independence Day showing the love from all the terrorist victims, bringing supplies, medical, bringing food, resources, restoring the victims that was painfully abused and obliterated and even killed some victimized family members, have been traumatized. So the love of the Filipino people come together. But this is the issue. The issue is, how are we going to continue to keep responding? Is black people going to continue to keep responding? Filipino people and other people in the world, are you going to keep responding in the same way? Or are you ready to say, you're not at the fed up stage yet?
Enough is enough.
If you're at the fed up stage has got to come at some point, because if you're human, you got to make a stand. At some point, you got to say enough of this darkness and enough of this evil.
First of all, I look at this. The preachers need to get out here and do their job, okay? The Pope has already said it about taking care. Now, that's coming from the Pope now. He said, take care of the poor, feed the poor, okay? I know the minister has said that, you know? You can't just go out there and walk by them. You see kids homeless. You see them in the street, you know? They don't have those clothes, but yet still preaching behind a pulpit and not doing the work. Jesus, he didn't get out there and discriminate and say, oh, they're this and they're that. No, that's not for us to do. We're supposed to get out there and help people, give them clothes, give them food, give them shelter. That's in the Bible. You Christians out there, y'all believe in the Bible? Then follow what's in the Bible and what Yahshua has said for us to do as a people.
And brother Samir Akeem said it right. It's Yahshua, the Messiah. Okay, we went into that all early on the segment. You know, and that's the point. Hip hop world and the Christian world and the Muslim world and the body of Christ and everyone and all the righteous. We got to get to the point where I want for my brother or sister what I want for myself. This is the Big Preacher. We coming with Global Talk Radio. We get ready to take a break and come with another gospel rap artist. More will be revealed later. We're not done.
Yeah, come on. Y'all said y'all wanted something different, so yeah. Now here it is, get ready for the, yeah. Y'all know it's the premiere of the track, and come on. This track is the blackest from brackets to B. L-A-C-K, Velvet Harmony. Now I'ma go deep in my heart where the love is at. For all my people, so I figured I'd put the down on that. And this a fact, it's some attack, conspiracy. To fade the black, but ain't no fear and see us. If you be cowardice, you powerless. And already swimming with the fish in the water. This is a reality, got me building. The call to a builders, original innovators of culture, and still is us. Divine knowledge and science of all things. Spiritual kings and queens are telling evening. The translated interpretation that we receive more gold for labor than we earned in our own country. But we never received gold, just anguish cause the trader disappeared and no one can speak our language ever since that day. We ain't never been the same, but people divided and future decided with no way. But thanks to that one who came to help us reclaim our birthright by giving us his name. We must understand that our suffering uniquely prepares us, not as slaves or former slaves or followers or second-class citizens, but to be the examples and leaders for humanity.
Hard like steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody tell it like my family tell it. We always back still, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the flesh black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody's better like my family's better. We always back still, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the flesh black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody tell it like my family tell it. We always back still, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the flesh black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody's better like my family's better. We always back still, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the flesh black harmony.
Honor your parents so your days will be long on this earth that the Lord God gave to thee. Not just your physical mommy and daddy, but the mother and father of all humanity. That be we who got lost in the whole of ships, chained and bound, that found by the man with the master grip. Master W.D. Farad, Allah of God. Period. If you disagree, take it serious. Look at the legacy of the honorable Elijah. They go through the book of Malachi, but see what I'm talking about. He turned the heart of the fathers to the children and vice versa, no doubt. Not compare that to us today. Cause many of us was raised in broken homes, cause pops wouldn't stay, so the wisdom of the God imparts. Through Elijah the Farrakhan brought about the million-man march, so accept they only live it alone. But it's better to respect it or leave it alone. The light shining in the dark, manifest is shown. You're still sleeping while they creeping off and off alone. It's going on, yeah. God has chosen from among the former slaves the blacks. He has put in the head of the honorable Elijah Muhammad, and in the heads of us who follow him a light, a torchlight that shows the way out of America's worsening condition.
black velvet. Nobody tell it like my family tell it. We always pack steel, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the plush black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody's better, my family's better. We always pack steel, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the plush black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody tell it like my family tell it. We always pack steel, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the plush black harmony. Hard black steel, smooth black velvet. Nobody's better, my family's better. We always pack steel, so we on the beat. Dangerous with the plush black harmony.
Assalamu alaikum. I came from Allah God. He created me and everything and everybody. But why is there so much hate? Why is there so much suffering? Why do people sleep in cardboard boxes? Why are children killing children? Why can't we just live in peace? Why is there so much war? If God is one, the people should be one. My daddy said black steel and black velvet. What he means is black strips of black love, strong black love.
Oh yeah, this is the glorious B.I.G. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with us. That was Brother Samir Akeem, and this artist that you just heard was the Dracadelic, the Blacknificent, and that was the song Black Velvet out of Los Angeles. Powerful artist. You're gonna hear more from him. Also, we're just bringing world peace to all the black, the brown, the yellow, and the red worlds of nations around the world, and that's what it's all about. It's about each one teaching one, and I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself. Don't forget to log on to www.grnradio1.com or www.bigpreacher.com and send us an email on the website. We'll love to hear from you, and we'd like to have you. I will say some of your comments on the next show. If that sounds good to you, it sounds good to me. More will be revealed later. Until next time, this is the Big Preacher. We out.